All right. Hello, everyone, again. My name is Cameron Yavsik. I am the Head of Student Services at Areteem Institute, and welcome to fall term. This is our first webinar for our academic school year. So, yeah, it is our practice webinar for this term around. So, we're glad that you all made it out here. And what we'll do is we'll have a Q&A session at the end. So, if you guys have any questions, save it until the very end of the term, of this time. So, thank you very much. So today we're going to be addressing some new things with us that we have with our programs. One thing that I think a lot of you have noticed for returning students, maybe not so much with new students, is we actually have a new and updated website. We've had our website running for a while now, but we've decided to make it a little bit more user-friendly, and so now our website is actually mobile-friendly. So we're actually able to access the website from any of your tablets, cell phone devices as well. So good for everybody. Definitely, if you guys have any questions for that, like I said, save it till the end. So with our website, we're still currently trying to update it to provide you with the most up-to-date information with everything involved in our programs for this year. So definitely afterwards, feel free to take a look at our website. It's www.areteem.org. So for today, I'll go over the agenda right now. So with today, we're going to be going over a little bit of our classes. We actually have done some revisions on our Math Challenge series for mathematics classes, and we'll be also talking about some of our new classes that we're going to be going into as well. So, as you can see, first, I'd like to talk a little bit about, like I said, for academic overlap, we will be hearing from our academic director, Dr. Kevin Wong, who said briefly a moment ago. He's going to go into, like I said, the new classes. We actually have a whole set of online classes that are brand new for both math and science, as well as updated versions of our Math Challenge series. We'll also look into a little bit more of this idea of having an online study hall, something that we're introducing this school term, and we'll be hearing from our head of our curriculum and instruction team, John Lensmeyer. From there, we're also going to go a little bit more into just the structure of our courses online, and we'll go into the difference. I'm sure some of you have seen we now have a difference between self-paced and classes that are online and live online classes. So we'll go into the, how we differentiate between the two. Lastly, we'll be hearing from our executive director, Ms. Kelly Wren, and something that we're also introducing. So not only do we have a new website, we have new classes, and we're having a study hall, we now actually have a new community program. Something that slowly we're going to be growing over the next few years is obviously most of our curriculum is done online as we're a virtual academy. However, we want to make sure that we're communicating with everybody outside of our office setting. So we're going to be actually setting up some local groups. We call them like clubs that parents and students can get together from across the country. So yeah, it's a very big thing that we're producing now. So we're going to be starting with California, branching out from there. California, if people don't know, is where our main office is located in Southern California, in Irvine. So, and like I said, we'll do Q&As at the end. So without further ado, I will hand over the mic to our academic director, Dr. Kevin Wong, who will go over some more materials. And again, my name is Cameron, and I'm the head of student services. So if you ever have any questions at the Areteem office, I or my colleague Karen will be the ones to address all of your questions. Some of you may have already talked with me before, or Karen before, but just to let you know, so we're a student service team, and we're here to serve you, to make sure that all of our programs are up to date, and we're helping you in the best way possible. So, thank you again for all coming, and I will now get Dr. Kevin Wong in. So, thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce our full class offerings. Okay, so the Math Challenge classes are mainly structured as before. And there are four levels before, and Math Challenge 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we expanded into 6 levels. So the focus of all the math challenge courses are in geometry in the fall session. Okay, the math challenge 3 and the 4 are the same as before, structured the same as before. We added A and B levels for the math challenge 1 and 2. And the previous math challenge 1 and 2 classes are equivalent to the MC1B and the MC2B. Okay, I just said MC instead of math challenge. Okay, for those students who have a basic geometry knowledge but not much experience in problem solving, the MC1A is a good choice. Okay, if they're experienced in the problem solving and want to get into more the challenges and prepare to take the AMC8 and the math counts, those kind of contests, and MC1B is for them. For those students who have not had any experience in geometry, we're having an introduction to geometry class, okay, which is a 20-week class that covers the fundamental knowledge in geometry. And the Math Challenge 2A class is for those who are planning to take the MC10 contest, and the 2B is for the MC12 level. So as we mentioned in previous webinars and public talks, the competitions are used as a measurement of students' level of experience, not as a final goal. So if your target is not in the competitions, you can still improve your problem solving and critical thinking skills from our courses. Okay, so the next page here. Okay. So the next I want to talk about is our physics classes and science classes. There are some problems on the slides, so there are some found problems. So I will just introduce it. I will just talk about it. Okay. So we have physics fundamental classes. That's the introduction to physics. So this is the introductory physics course. It explains the concepts of physics, including the mechanics, electricity and magnetism, and thermodynamics and modern physics, etc. So those kind of things, it builds a foundation for students to advance to the problem solving and for the physics Olympiad. Okay, and also the physics bowl and SAT2 and AP physics. Okay, so there are 4 10-week sessions planned for 1 school year. That's for the physics fundamentals. Then we also have the physics challenge 2. Okay, physics challenge 2 is the AP physics and physics Olympiad. So this course is a year-long course. This provides a solid and thorough review for students to prepare for both the advanced placement AP Physics C exams in mechanics and electricity and magnetism, and both of the F equals MA and semi-final exam for the USA Physics Olympiad. Okay, so this course covers the mechanics portion of AP Physics in 2 terms for the summer and for the fall, and electricity and the magnetism in 1 term for winter. So the fall is in the mechanics portion still, okay? And besides these courses, we are introducing some new courses in science. So here I'm going to introduce 3 courses, okay? First of all, the research workshop for project-based research and science fair in this starting this fall. So in this course, the students can learn the scientific research method, the engineering design, those kind of methods, and use this as a guideline to conduct systematic research on the some field that students interested in, and is actually narrow it down to a specific project under the guidance of an advisor. Okay, then there will be a lot of the problems to solve and to survey the latest research and do all this research in the field and design their own experiments and carry out the experiments. So they have the instructor to guide them, and they will analyze the data and identify the pattern in order to conduct the research. Okay, find the results. Okay, and the ultimate goal: the students are expected to produce a presentable project submitted to science and engineering fairs or other science competitions. So if you still cannot hear, how about everybody else? Can you all hear? Yeah, if you can hear, type in the chat room, please. So if you cannot hear, it's probably changing browser will help. Okay, we usually have this kind of experience, and another browser or go out and come in. Okay. All right. So I'll speak louder if it's not clear. So next, I want to introduce computer science fundamentals. This is a course. In this course, the student will learn a brief history of computer science and the evolution of software development environment and programming languages. And then the student will be exposed to the lower level languages, like machine languages, assembly languages. We will introduce those concepts and understand how a computer works. The machine works under these very limited hardware resources, okay? And the student will be exposed to the latest professional software development technologies as well. So those are the computer science fundamentals. And then we also have a class on the programming concepts. So the student in this class will learn the concept of programming, data structure, the various programming methodologies, structures of computer programs, and the Java program language will be introduced along with some other popular modern computer languages. And software development lifecycle and also other modern software engineering concepts are introduced in this class. And we are also expanding our faculty team. So a new faculty member, unit instructor include Dr. Sophie Liu, who was an International Physics Olympiad gold medalist, and a PhD from Princeton. She will be teaching the Math Challenge 2B class. And now I would like to introduce our new team member, and John Lensmeyer. So John is our head of department of curriculum and instructions. So he will assume part of my previous responsibilities, take charge of curriculum development and management of the courses. And John joined us during the summer camps. Okay, he was such a smart and fun person, and the students loved him. So I will now turn it over to John. So John will speak a few words.
Hello, everybody. I'm excited to be here and looking forward to working with all of you guys. Kind of a little bit more behind the scenes, but especially hopefully if we start seeing you in some of our classes, you'll kind of be introduced to me a little bit more, and I'll be kind of working behind the scenes with the instructors, making sure that all the classes go smoothly, all the homework gets sent out on time, and kind of just helping with the day-to-day running of all the courses and stuff like that. So I want to just say a couple things of some of the new initiatives that we're kind of starting this fall. So with especially our online classes, right, we do have live time during the classes that students are working with the instructor. Well, we're kind of looking for other ways to kind of improve on that and expand on that. And one of the things we're going to try out this fall is an online study hall. So it's going to be a time where people from all different classes can kind of come together. There will be an Areteem instructor on duty that will be kind of there that can help the students with any questions they may have on the homework that their teacher gave them during the last week. And so we're going to do a trial run probably Thursday, September 17th. From 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, like it says on the slide. And hopefully if things go well, if people are interested, it's going to be something that we're going to be looking to expand upon in the future to kind of make sure that the students are going to be getting enough time with different instructors and give them a real chance to interact with the teachers and each other, working on the problems and making sure they get all that they can out of the course. So Dr. Wong talked a lot about all the new courses that we introduced or are introducing this fall. So one of the other initiatives, one of the things we're going to continue working on moving forward is making it as easy as possible to kind of find the correct placement for your children and various students that are going to be enrolling in our course. So one of the things I've been working on, and that's going to go live on the website within hopefully a day or two, is different kind of placement maps to kind of help us decide which class will be the best for your children. So we have two different maps, one for kind of middle school and below levels that we're seeing now, and hopefully this will be something we'll kind of improve on, but the goal of this is kind of to provide fairly easy to answer questions that help you kind of decide where the best fit for your students is going to be. So we see the example for 8th grade and below. I'll shift ahead to the high school level and above. This one's a little larger, a little more complicated. If all the terms don't make sense to you right now, that's fine. We'll probably add some more things on the website explaining them. But the hope of this for now is to give a general idea of what placement levels we're looking for when you're going to be enrolling on different classes, hopefully with us this fall. So one thing with these flowcharts, another kind of a little longer term project, we can't always get the correct placement just based on these simple questions. So one of the other things I'm going to be continuing to work on is different methods, different testing methods for kind of making sure that we're placing everybody in the correct classes, and also just as a way to gauge people's progress, making sure that they're learning and kind of getting the instruction they need in the correct place. So in summary, I'm kind of really excited to be meeting all of you, and hopefully we'll be working with you more in the future. And I'm going to pass it off next to Ms. Kelly Wren, our Executive Director, who's going to continue talking about the new things we have coming your way this fall.
All right, everyone. I know I have been interacting with some of the parents over WeChat and over the phone as well. I'd like to bring this new initiative to you, to the entire community. It's called Areteem Family Academic Support and Local Alliance. I'm sorry it sounds a little bit long, but we brainstormed and we thought this is kind of like a cool name, the acronym called ASASLA, so that it's easy to remember. Hopefully, it's going to be easy to remember for everyone. Okay. So the idea came up because we are mostly offering online classes during the school year. Even we have the opportunity to bring the students together during the summer camps and the winter camps as well. But still, over the long period in the school year, the students don't have the opportunity to meet up with each other. And sometimes it could be challenging for one student to just log on to computers by himself or herself to just think of imagining interacting with people remotely. So we talked with a lot of parents, and we determined it's necessary to have some kind of program that brings people together locally. So that's how this idea was developed. So the way it works is like this. So like 4 or more students from a local town or local area. So the students can, families can get together, and the students could either take the online classes together, or they can take the live classes online by themselves at home. But the students can arrange a time that is convenient for everybody to meet up locally. One family at a time, or you rotate different families or in the local library or anywhere that you identify appropriate to discuss what you learn in the classes to help each other out. And also, parents could take turns to volunteer to facilitate the discussion between the students. So that way brings the students and the families together. So that's basically for the club. The club could be run by parent volunteers, or by some local like the learning centers if they have the interest to bring the challenging courses to their students. Yeah, the learning centers can run a club as well. And on top of that, the Areteem will provide from time to time instructions in how to run this kind of clubs and also provide coaching methods for the parents or the mentors. And also, for bigger regions, bigger areas with several clubs, we would like to offer like regional meetups. The initial idea will be like once a quarter, so every 3 months, the local clubs get together, have all sorts of activities. Could be math competition, could be science presentation, could be any activities, gaming, anything to meet up, to socialize, and to know that there are families who value the math and the science education, so you have the same interest to talk with each other, discuss with each other. So Areteem is going to be running national conventions on top of the regional meetups. As most of you already know, we have a demo competition. It stands for Zoom International Math Week. So it's an international competition. So when we have a lot of local clubs, we could come all together in summer to the Zoom competition to have a national or international competition. So altogether, the ultimate goal of this class, of this FAFSA idea, is to bring the communities together, to bring the families together in the local communities, so that way people help each other out, get more power to help your students. Okay, so that's pretty much what I want to present at this point. And if you have any interest, we can talk more through WeChat. You can interact more through WeChat. And what Areteem could offer to these FAFSA groups, either through family clubs or local learning centers, is some rebate or refund to for like a group discount, depending on how many students you have in that group. We could give different scale of the refund of your tuition, so that way when you have the club meetup, you have some funds to like buy some snacks or compensate some mentors. So that's one thing that we can offer to you from Areteem as a support. And the other thing is, like I said, we're going to provide coaching guidance for the parents and the mentors, so that way you know how to help your students facilitate those activities as well. And also, work with the local leaders, local parent volunteers to organize the regional meetups and also the national convention activities. Again, that's pretty much what we want to present. And in the next 10 minutes or 15 minutes, we can take questions from you. So anybody have any questions, you could type in the chat window, or if you desire to talk so everybody can hear your voice, I can give you the control on that as well. One thing I want to point out, this platform is the same platform that we're going to run all the online classes. So this big window is the whiteboard part that we could have PowerPoint like this, or we could have a whiteboard. So we start with the whiteboard with nothing on it. We could type stuff into it, and we could draw different diagrams, different shapes like that, and we can even do a graph paper like that. And the instructor could give control to the students if the students have the desire to present their solution, their ideas, or the instructor determines necessary for everybody to get more involved, to talk to each other. The instructor will have the control to give out the voice and the whiteboard control so that students can participate more. Okay, so question. Let me try to go to the top. So we answer all the questions. Alright. So one question is, what is September 17th test for? So that's the study hall idea. The idea came from our summer camp. That in our summer camp, we always have a study hall in the evening. So the students come together at a set hour in the study hall. Usually that's 8 o'clock in the camp. So they come together, they work with each other to do the homework. And instructors would come on duty to help the students out. It's like the office hour, in college or high school, the teachers or the professors would have office hour. So this is a similar idea. So we want to offer this so that the students get the support to do their homework, to help each other out, and also to get more instruction from the teacher, from the professors. So we're going to run the first test session on the 17th of September. So next question, are those MC classes all real time? If my child can make it at a certain time, is there a yes? The answer for that is yes. We have the schedule posted on the website. So those are the live class schedule. And for the students who cannot make those posted schedule, and you can just take it as self-paced by watching the recordings. So all the real-time courses are recorded, so that for math students, they can review, or if they miss a session, they can review those recordings by watching the recording, they can review the courses. And for the students who cannot make it at all, they can just take the course as a self-paced course by watching those recordings. Alright, I don't see any other questions. Any other questions, everyone, to take advantage of this time? Okay. So, if you don't have any other, alright, is that a mock test? No, it's not mock test. It's just after we started our online classes the first week. So that's going to be like a question and answer session. It's like the instructor will offer a office hours. The students can come after the first class, ask questions about the homework. I just checked your website. Self-paced is not the same course as lab class. I don't know what exactly you mean about that, but basically, we have recordings of the previous courses that already run. You can take those as self-paced, or you can just follow the live class pace. So every week there's live class. Afterwards, you can watch the recording just because you cannot make that particular time to come to the live class, and still follow the same pace as the live class students and take that self-paced. So all those courses will be available as self-paced courses. Other schedules. That's a very good question. We do have more and more parents from China interested in their kids to take our classes. Yes, unfortunately, so far the courses all scheduled according to the U.S. students' time, the after-school time in the U.S. So that will be corresponding to like morning time in China. But one thing is that you could take the courses as self-paced. You could follow the same pace, but you could take the recordings at your time, as the time convenient for your students. You don't have to take the live class, and you take the recordings, and the students can come to some of the study hall sessions to get help from the
有一个 Jennifer Madrid， 因为那小孩叫 Nicole， Nico 那个还上了好几次 camping。
Okay.
对他介绍。
Can you try one class?
他的那个。
Yes, you'll be able to try the class, try out the class, but we do require complete enrollment to try the class. After the first class, you could drop, you could withdraw if you don't like the class, or you can switch to a different class. If you find the level, that's usually what happens most. The students find the level maybe too easy or too hard, they can switch to a different level of class. It can be easily adjusted. Of course, after the first class, if you don't like it, you can drop it as well. Alright. I'm pretty active in WeChat, so if anybody interested in interact more through WeChat, my ID is, let me type it up here, my WeChat ID is Rose Mother. Rose Mother is my WeChat ID, so you can add me and we can interact more. We can, to answer any specific concerns and questions about your program.
就像那个 PS 那个 Oculus 那个，然后做特别方便，又特别那个特别实用的那个。好吧 ，OK。
Alright, so if you have no other questions, please you're welcome to visit our website and take a look at the course schedule and see if that fits into your student schedule. Also, as John mentioned, we're going to post the flow chart for the class placement map as well, hopefully by tomorrow, if not today. So that way you have a clear idea which course will be more appropriate for your students. As always, if you have further questions, you're welcome to email us or call us or WeChat us. So we're happy to talk to you and talk about your specific questions about your specific student. Again, thank you so much for coming, and we look forward to a school year that we could spend a lot of time with your family and your students. Thank you so much. Okay, the question about do you get the same sound quality as today's? Yes, usually the sound quality is pretty good. Actually, a lot of times the recording sound quality is better than live. I don't know why, but it just happens like that. Usually there's no problem with the sound quality. Alright, so yes, again, if no other questions, let's finish the session and wish you a great year and look forward to working